Before coming to the church, I suffered from depression. Mainly, I couldn't sleep at night. I'd be awake all night sometimes, feeling afraid, feeling depressed, feeling I wasn't going to achieve anything. I tried very hard to do well in studies, which I did, and I got very good jobs. Once I was in the jobs, I had problems with people, mainly because of my character, and I made lots of mistakes. Even though I got all the qualifications, I used to make mistakes. I also had family problems. Nobody was talking to anybody, didn't get along with my mother. My father died quite young, which affected me a lot. For many years afterwards, I would really, just the mention of him, and I'd start to cry, even after years, because I really missed him. As a young child, you don't know what depression is. It's a long word, you don't know what it means, but I know I wasn't happy. I just felt inferior, that's it. I felt inferior to everyone. I always felt the least of the least, in the family, at school, everywhere I went, I just felt I was the worst. Things got worse and worse and worse as I tried to find happiness in partying, clubs, relationships, alcohol. I'm just feeling more and more depressed, and to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. Feeling suicidal, thinking, oh, what's the point? I'm never gonna amount to anything. Better if I wasn't around. It was something that was always there as long as I can remember. So it's something that I grew up with, and it was there. I think most people looking at me wouldn't be able to tell. I had to smile, but I was a very withdrawn person. Functioned well in a group of people, was very shy. That was mainly after my son was born. And then I felt so alone. And I'm thinking, oh, it's better I didn't carry on. I think, I shouldn't be around. But then, of course, I had a child to look after, and I didn't want to leave him by himself. I thought, okay, I'll kill him first, and then I'll kill myself. When I spoke to the pastor, offloaded everything I'd said about all the problems that I'd been facing, and he just said one sentence to me: the devil's trying to destroy you. I didn't know what demons were. Even though I believed in God, I didn't understand anything. The prayer started, and then I heard people screaming. One person was screaming next to me, fell down. Next to me, somebody was screaming, and then they fell down, and I was feeling really scared. My heart was really beating, and I was feeling really scared, and I held onto the chair in front of me. Somebody prayed for me, and after that, I was never the same person. All that oppression, heaviness, sadness came off me, and the main thing was Jesus became real. He wasn't just somebody I'd read about. He was real. I could feel him. He was saying, he's always been there. He was the reason why I was still alive. From that day, I've never stopped coming to the church. So the desire for alcohol and the wrong life and lots of relationships, that went straight away. I didn't want to do partying or anything like that anymore. I just wanted to come to church. I just gave 100% of myself. Everything I heard, I took it on board. I didn't question anything. It said, come this day to do this. Okay, come this day, do this chain of prayer. Come to receive this oil, this water, everything. I didn't question it, I did it. And everything I did, my life was getting better and better and better. Even the things that I didn't even know could change, started to change. People were treating me differently. And I was getting more and more complex cases to work on. And I've been entrusted with more and more things. I started getting on with people. The shyness went. I had to fight for that though. I was so excited about this God I found. I wanted to evangelize. I wanted to do stuff. I thought, I have to get rid of this shyness. So I had to push myself. But once I did it, God gave me more and more courage and strength. Today, I have peace. I see myself differently. Before, whenever I looked at myself, I always saw things that were wrong, or, I didn't like the way I looked or anything. Now it's the opposite. I can see my value because God created me, and I can see that I have value. So I first came to the church in 1995, and I've never left. I've been free from depression. I've had fights and battles, but it's not like before where it put me down. I have a strength, which is I go straight to God. With everything, I go straight to God, and He always, 100% of the time, delivers me from every situation. Today I'm free of depression, and I have peace.